got in quite late last night, so it was too dark to take any pictures, but this was the setup. So I had my tent, little stream along the way here. So plenty of water. Plenty of water. Did a bear hang down there, a terrible bear hang. It's not far enough away from the tree, but at least it was up off the ground. Yep. Good morning. It's day 107 on trail and getting ready to head out from the stealth campsite near the creek here. Turn around, show you the little creek, which was awesome that it was filled up with water after that 13-mile hike yesterday with no water resupply, which is the reason why we came down here, was to get to a water resupply area. It's a 1.5-mile hike over to Route 17, which is where the hostel was going to pick me up. But Steve and John has a friend that said he would slack pack them, and he asked if I'd like to slack pack with them. So I'm going to look to do a slack pack. It'll be a total of like a 14.5-mile day by the time we finish. But the next section's supposed to be easier. We know it's never easy, but it's supposed to be easier. So we'll see how it all goes. So this is our first real stream crossing, and as you can tell, it is pretty sad. There's just not any water. They talk about you might not be able to cross with dry feet, but with this drought going on, you can. And the morning wake up continues. Wow, this is absolutely gorgeous. Holy cow. Made it up here to Route 17. Looks like the smoke is finally burned off, no pun intended. This is my 360 from up here. So this is Route 17. You can see the blaze right here on this post. You just walk along here till you get up to the parking lot area. And I know there's going to be a crossing. Oh, actually the crossing is before that. Crossing is right here across the street. Okay, I see the blaze over there. But we'll go up to the parking area. All right. There's a monument here for Myron Avery, 1899 to 1952. Lubbock, Maine, Appalachian Trail worker, tireless organizer. And the quote at the bottom says, "Follow the Appalachian Trail across Maine. It beacons not merely north and south, but upward to the body, mind, and soul of man." And he made that comment in 1934. This here talks about roots of conservation. Muir's pen, Roosevelt's power sparked protection of wild lands. Theodore Roosevelt said, "Here's your country, cherish its natural wonders." But singly and together, Roosevelt and Muir played prominent roles in the birth of the American conservation movement. As a college student in 1878, Roosevelt came to Maine and discovered the health benefits of outdoor activities. He developed a passionate interest in the natural world. Naturalist John Muir wrote articles and books about the beauty and exploitation of western lands. As U.S. President Roosevelt camped with Muir under the trees in Yosemite National Park, it was like lying in a giant, solemn cathedral, Roosevelt remarked, far vaster and more beautiful than any built by the hand of man. Muir convinced him of the urgency to protect wild lands. There is a love of wild nature in everybody, John Muir. So there's a picture of Roosevelt posing with his hunting gear in 1885. Look at that. And this is him, obviously later in life. Right there with Muir. Down here, Maine Woods mentor Bill Sewall served as Roosevelt's guide in Maine and became a lifelong friend. Look at that. I just can't get over how beautiful this is. I mean, this is just absolutely gorgeous. The water is so clear that the end closest to me, you can see the bottom of the lake. Doing the slack pack from Route 17 to Route 4. And I think Route 4, it's Rangeley, is the town it comes out near. But Steve, John, and I are doing the slack pack. His friend Ed, John's friend Ed, came and picked up our big packs so we could slack pack. I'll contact the hostel before I get to the pickup point to let them know I'm almost there, and they will come by and pick me up. I'll wait for Ed to show up though, because he'll have my bag in his car. It's a warm day, probably in the mid to upper 70s. No wind right now. There's no wind at all. And looking at the comments on the Far Out app, although there are 4 or 5 streams between here and our 13-mile endpoint, there's not any water in them. So we had to do a water carry. We did a 1.5 mile climb this morning out of our campsite to get to Route 17. And then we just did another climb to get up to this. I'm guessing it's a ridge, I'm not sure. But to get up here, again, just going to have to be very sparing with the water. I have about 2.5 liters left. And probably right now about 12.5 miles to go. So just use it sparingly. Staying in the green tunnel would be helpful because it's much cooler in here than in the direct sun. But we'll see how it goes. See how it goes. I'm so very thankful that John and Steve, I crossed paths with them. We're definitely about the same speed. It'd be wonderful to continue staying with them. I'm not sure what their intentions are after today. Initially, the weather had shown rain tomorrow morning, so I was going to take a 0 because getting in late tonight, I won't have a chance to resupply and I need food before I can go on. So, just not sure what they were planning to do or how much food they have. Maybe their friend will take them into town and they'll be able to resupply tonight. I can't do my resupply until tomorrow. Unfortunately, I'll get in too late. I'll miss the town shuttle from the hostel, so I'll have to wait till Sunday to do that. But I have thoroughly enjoyed hiking with them the last couple of days. It was great to have people around. A hiking partner, if you will. So hopefully it works out. I can continue on with them. But if not, then so be it. I'm thankful for the days I did have. And especially this. Initially, I would have just been getting into Route 17 and going to the hostel today. So slack packing today is a huge help. Pushing me a little bit more forward. I know I cannot slack pack the next area. There's like 4,000 foot mountains to go over in the next section. For me, I anticipate it might take me 3 days. So I can't think of the name of those mountains. Begins with an S. I just can't think of the name of it. I might even be a ski resort near it. We'll look it up later, see what it is. I'm thinking I'm going to have to get out of bar already. My stomach's feeling kind of hungry. Of course, that climb out of our campsite up to Route 17. Oh my glory. Whew. Quite the climb. Quite the climb. But if the trail's like this for the next 13 miles, I will be extremely happy. It's a pretty pond out here. I don't know if I'll get a better view of it later or not, but it's a little bit of it here. And the parts I can see, I don't see a moose. Well, the thought of going through the day without a rock scramble was nice, but as I should have realized with Maine, that's just not going to happen. So, get myself on down there, that's for sure. Another beautiful pond or lake out here. And you can see across the shoreline there, some houses on it. All right, this is the lake. Don't know the name of it right now, but what a beauty. Saw it from higher up earlier. There's the homes over on that point over there. Said if you weren't on a time constraint, this would be a perfect place to pitch your tent and come on out and have a swim. The water's, I mean, it's not bath warm by any means, but it's not freezing cold either. And the cool part was able to refill one of my liters, so that was great. So I'm leaving the shoreline of Long Pond and heading on up the hill a little bit. And the next pond I should come to is Sabbath Day Pond. I'm a day early though because this is Saturday. But it is called Sabbath Day Pond, and for some people Saturday is the Sabbath. That is a large tree that toppled over. Can make a lot of nice campsite benches, or stools rather, out of those. Look at this, folks. Little pillows for my feet right here. Woohoo! This is nice. This is nice. Man, that breeze feels so good. Little breeze coming off the lake there. This is Sabbath Day Pond. Come to this open area with the power lines. Got a view of the mountain over there. Still a warm day. I'm glad I've been in the tunnel most of it, not having to be out in this direct sun. The weeds have grown up higher than the cairn. Slowly chipping away at these 13 miles, 13 point something. I don't know how many it was, but I still have, I don't know, I'm going to guess 8.5. I really don't know, maybe 8. I'll have to look up in a bit, but I'm about 1.1 miles from the pickup area. This is the view I came out to. How beautiful. I'm thinking that might be Saddleback Mountain over there, one of them. Can't guarantee it. But yeah, very, very beautiful. The climb from the viewpoint started out very technical. Well, the descent coming off started out very technical. Now it's opened up to a nicer trail. I still don't know if Steve and John are behind me or in front of me. I waited about 10 minutes. Nobody showed up. So I continued on just in case they're in front of me. Because I remember the guy asking about what time he thought he'd be at Route 4, and he told him around 5 o'clock. So, since it's after 4:30 now, who knows, he might be in front of me. Oh gosh. It's supposed to be going down, not up. Really? Come on. Oh well, let me put this away while I get up there. Alright, I'm getting really excited here because I can hear cars and I can see a parking lot with cars in it. So maybe this is a different road? Because it doesn't feel like I've gone 1.1 miles yet. Oh, there's a container here. Ooh, I wonder what's in there. Any trail magic? Of course, with the number of hikers that have been through and the drought we're in, there may not be anything left. But hey, the thought is nice. Right. It's a brook, stream. I think if you were desperate, you could scoop some out. I don't know if I would do that, but I'm sure you could if you were desperate. I'm not to that point yet. And hopefully I don't get to that point. Trail magic. That's what it says on top. Let's see what it has inside. And it's empty, but it was very nice of them to have some stuff there for people. Now I've just got to see which way I'm going. There's a trail this way. I'm not sure if that's laying there to stop me from going that way or tell me not to. But I'll have to go this way and see what I've got. Let's see what I've got going here. A whole bunch of cars. I just don't know if this is the right way or not. Yeah, there's the white blaze right there. Oh, cool. This big AT symbol down here. So today ended up being a long day. It's a little after 5 o'clock right now. My shuttle won't be here from the hostel until 6, which is just fine because I had no idea what time it would be when I got down here. So in the last couple of days it's been 27 miles. Yesterday was really the hardest. Today it was just long, that's all. The first 1.5 miles from Bemis Brook up to Route 17 was with a full pack. Some pretty good climbing to do there. But once you got up to 17, height of land, oh my gosh, was it ever beautiful. Gosh, it was just so gorgeous there. The rest of the way slack packing, there were some technical parts and then some really easy rolling hill kind of parts. It was all good. Glad the day's over. Looking forward to a 0 tomorrow. And more than anything right now, I'm looking forward to a good meal. I am so hungry. I had my protein bars, but I'm looking forward to a really good meal.